Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Conrad Jacobels, and it is a pleasure of mine to welcome our two newest guests to the couch. They are sponsors for our Sundance backpack giveaway, Mark Maziarz and Rick Pieros. Thank you guys for joining us so much and being a sponsor with your calendar, your Park City 2018 calendar. So you guys are photographers, and I want to get into how you guys became photographers because I think that's interesting. So Mark, let's start with you.
Sure. I've actually been into photography for quite a while. I got my first camera, I think I was like about 9 or 10 years old, and my uncle was a Vietnam vet, and he bought an old Yashica Electro 35, cool little rangefinder camera, and he shot with that for I think like 10 or 15 years, and then he had a good night at the casino once, and he ended up upgrading to a better camera, and I got his old camera, and I really fell into it right away. Like I was taking pictures of everything, and then just a couple weeks later, I at a garage sale saw a whole darkroom setup, and so I bought that, and then I instantly got into developing my own black and white film, and just kind of fell in love with photography right there. It was a really great blend, even back then, of like the right brain, the left brain, just the technical and the creative aspects, and it's really been a pretty exciting part of my life now. So cool. And Rick?
I got into photography fairly late. I was graduated from college and was up in Grand Teton National Park. I had $800 to my name, a $200 car, and I kept on running into the same wildlife photographer over and over, and eventually he just said, you know, if we're going to be hanging out looking at wildlife, you can load film for me, and gave me a job for the summer, and ended up getting into photography that way, and been into it ever since.
That's so awesome. That's so cool. And then you guys are actually business partners, and we have one of your products here. So how did you guys meet each other?
So Rick does a lot of really great display prints that he sells, you know, for people's walls, and as a result, he shows them at art shows and festivals. And I kept seeing Rick at all these different events, and we would just stop and kind of talk and just share little things here and there, and never really thought about a business partnership, but Rick really gets all the credit for that.
Yeah, and I really admired Mark's photography. I like the way he sees things, and Mark photographs more lifestyle type stuff. You know, Main Street crowds, Sundance, people skiing, and I photograph more of the historic aspect of town, a lot of architecture, and I thought our styles would mesh well together, and the business side of it has meshed well together too.
And they do mesh so well together. I mean, there's one picture in here of a house that it reminds me of Wes Anderson, and for people who are Sundance fans, they probably know who Wes Anderson is. He's such an iconic director these days, and to be able to capture that in a photo, what someone can do in film, is so impressive to me. I mean, it is amazing. And people can purchase this where?
Dolly's bookstore on Main Street, and there are several other retailers along Main Street where you can find it. But Dolly's is the best place to get it.
Awesome. And then let's go into the calendar. This is your guys' first calendar, correct? And what was the process of making this? Because this thing's really cool, by the way. I love the photos.
Thanks. Yeah, well, we both love town. Like I think collectively, what, like 40 plus years probably we've been in town. So we have a pretty good collection of photos to pick from. But the process really for the book and the calendar were pretty similar. We hired designers, different designers for both the book and the calendar, and we each edited our own photos to maybe about twice what we really needed, and then gave them all to the designer and let them pick. And I think they did a good job in each case.
No, they did a great job. And are the photos specific for the seasons, or were they just photos that you guys liked?
Yeah, in both cases, we kind of run seasonally through the book. In the book, or through both products. In the book, we start with winter and then go through all the seasons, end up with winter again. And in the calendar, we just have everything appropriate to the month.
And this is cool, and people are going to get this for free. That's amazing. You guys are
the
so
cool
cool
people
for doing that. Yeah, the cool people are getting. I mean, look at that dog. That's an amazing photo of a dog. Who did that one?
That's me.
That's you?
Yeah,
okay.
that's Tremper, the avalanche dog. He's in training there at Park City Resort.
Okay.
And Tremper has actually since moved to Mount Rose.
Okay. I just want to say thank you guys so much for sitting on the couch with me today. I appreciate it so much. We appreciate you guys being a sponsor for us. Where can people go to find out more about you guys, your photos, anything?
The one website where you can find all our stuff is parkcityphotobook.com. And you can go to our individual sites from there.
And they can purchase the calendar and
the calendar
book there?
And the book, and display prints as well from both of us.
Very cool. Thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Peter.
Thank you.
Well, guys, if you want any more Sundance Film Festival coverage, stay tuned right here. I'm your host, Conrad Jacobels, and we'll be right back.